We are live. Hey, I got to talk to you about something. It's pretty important. I, I'm going to show you something that caught my attention over the weekend. I've been on it for a few hours now, reading about it, researching. This stuff takes time. But before we start, I need to ask you for something. And I have always had a difficult time asking people for things. But I got to ask you for this. It's not easy. In a word, one word, subscribe. Okay? I'm serious. I never thought that I would be the guy saying, please like and subscribe and make a comment. I never thought I would ever have to do that. But you do. You really do have to do that. I mean, you got to hustle for it. And the fact is, this channel is brand new. If people watch but never subscribe, YouTube doesn't know where to send these videos, and we get no viewers. And we need viewers to make this work. Without viewers, we're dead, in the water, dead. So if you like receiving this content, I'm asking you, please subscribe. Otherwise, one day soon, we'll be gone. We'll just vanish. We won't be here. We're small, and every subscription helps. It really helps. When you subscribe, you're telling YouTube, you're like raising a flag saying, I want it here at my house. I want this. You're raising a red flag, and a good red flag, some kind of a flag. You're raising it and you're saying, hey, YouTube, send it to me. You're putting your antenna up and you're saying, I want this content. And, again, if you don't do that, we will disappear. And some viewers are already making money off what we're posting. So that's really good. And I'm really happy for them, and that inspires me. And I'm like, oh my God, it works. Somebody traded something right and they made some money. A few people have mentioned that. And we're here to make money, right? I am. There's no other reason I'm doing this. I want to make money. Let's talk about Microsoft. Most investors are focused on Nvidia. Every other word out of their mouth seems to be Nvidia, right? They're focused on AI chips, data centers, who's buying the next GPU. But what if I told you the next phase of the AI trade isn't happening inside a giant server farm? It might be happening on your desk. Right? That's pretty close to home, huh? That one, it's close to home. So here's the nuts and bolts of it. Microsoft appears to be preparing a major push into AI-powered personal computers, and Nvidia might be right there in the middle of it. Microsoft and Nvidia are both expected to unveil Windows PCs powered by Nvidia technology. And that may not sound like a huge deal at first, but bear with me. Pull the camera back a little bit and think about what that means. For the last 2 years, the AI story's been mostly about data centers. Data center, ad nauseum, right? Massive facilities, massive power requirements. We're going to need so much power. We're putting nuclear power plants all over the place. Each data center is going to have its own nuclear power plant and all that stuff. Massive spending, right? But look, if AI starts moving directly onto personal computers, laptops, workstations, that changes the whole narrative. That changes the whole story by a lot. Right? A lot. I mean, a chunk of what's going out there could be staying right here on your desktop, right? Get it? I mean, it means Microsoft's not just selling software, right? And Nvidia is not just selling chips for server farms. It means investors are very quickly going to start asking, what happens if AI becomes part of everyday computing? See, and here's what really got my attention. Going through Monday's market open, Microsoft is looking very tough on my screens. Microsoft. Okay, the stock's making new highs. Analysts remain broadly bullish. I mean, just take a peek at it right now on your phone and look and see what it's doing overnight leading into tomorrow. And I think investors are getting a fresh new narrative to think about. Because I checked, other things are doing, I've got some other ones besides Microsoft, but right now Microsoft is it's like chomping at the bit. I don't want to say I can't predict the future, but it's looking like gangbusters coming out of the gate tomorrow, tough at the bell, and they're off, I mean, really good. Because here it is, Sunday afternoon, West Coast, to Sunday evening, East Coast. Markets clearly paying attention to Microsoft right now, big time. So that's why I'm like, man, I got to rally the troops. I got to sit down, bang out a script. I got to do a video. I got to post something about this, because this is the battle cry for me, as far as I'm concerned. This is the battle cry for mañana, starting early. And I'm hoping it's not already, by the time, 6:30 a.m. or 9:30 a.m. rolls around, by the time market opens, I hope this thing isn't just up in the stratosphere already. I hope we got a fighting chance to get some. So, okay, Microsoft, that's tomorrow. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I got my good eye on. And just know, I mean, I asked you nicely to subscribe, and now I'm asking again. If you don't subscribe, we're dead. Okay, we're cooked. It's over. So help me help you, right? Like Jerry Maguire, Tom Cruise, sports agent, right? Talking to Cuba Gooding Jr. Help me help you. Remember that? That's a good movie. And then that's when Cuba, he just got out of the shower. Oh yeah, his wife comes in and says, "Honey, Tom Cruise is on the phone." And he goes, "Tell him I'll be right there," or whatever. And then camera, he's in the kitchen. He's on the phone with Cruise with one of those old phones with a long cord on it or something like that. Maybe it's not that old. Anyways, on the phone in the kitchen, the camera's just sitting there, and Cuba's got a towel around him. And he's in the kitchen and he's saying, "Show me the money." And that's when he did show me the money. But he didn't do show me the money until after Cruz was saying, "Help me help you." Because Cruz was nailing him with the best he could and say, "Look, you got to get it through your head. You got to be part of this too. You have to show me that you are a marketable, saleable product." And Cuba hadn't been doing it. Cuba, I think, had been screwing up. Or no. Tom Cruise had just got let go of that agency, and Cuba knew it. And Cuba's like, "Oh, I'm the last guy you got. I'm your last client. Why should I even stay with you? I should stay with the agency." I think that's the backstory. Anywho, there's more things that I'm going to be watching tomorrow. So help me help you, okay? Help me help you. And always remember, this is not financial. This is not financial advice. I'm just a working stiff, Emphasis on the word stiff. Not a whole lot of work, not for them. And, I just like finding trends and finding out neat, interesting things and reporting on them, especially if it's got a psychological bent to it. So there's other stocks. I'm looking at Microsoft, obviously, MSFT. Microsoft's 450 a share right now as we speak. So, I don't know about you. I don't have that kind of cashola. I'm also watching MSFL and MSFU, two excellent ETFs for Microsoft. MSFL, MSFU. Also, super micro computer, SMCI, is looking strong. Mañana, bullish. Just my opinion, okay? If it tanks, don't, come looking for me. I'll be losing money right along with you, so don't come after me. And SMCI, it's got the ETF SMCX, which is wonderful. That thing's paid the rent a few times. Okay, so Microsoft and semi-micro, SMCI, super micro, okay, for tomorrow. If the AI infrastructure trade continues, I'm also got a good eye on IonQ, IonQ, and its ETF is IONL. IONL. There's another one that's made a lot of people a lot of good money. Okay, so the quantum computing remains a speculative area, but investors keep showing interest whenever momentum does return. Another one, QBTS, is looking good, and it's ETF QBTX. Okay, highly speculative, but worth watching. On the space stocks, nothing I've been looking at. It doesn't really look all that hyper killer for tomorrow, but I am keeping an eye on them. Starting with LUNR, Innovative Machines, LUNR. I'm keeping an eye on that for sure. Momentus also definitely, MNTS definitely, Redwire for sure. Some of these are personally already got. So if they dip, pick up some more. But I'm not really seeing especially for a Monday. I'm not seeing the space stocks looking all that hot. ASTS. They'll be okay, those three I just mentioned, but, I just don't see it looking all that great. LUNR, Momentus, and Redwire. They're Innovative Machines, LUNR, LUNR, Momentus, and Redwire. ASTS may be worth watching also. It pulled back right around, I think, 10 or 14% Friday? I forget. It's been a while. And maybe rightly so. Maybe it was getting a bit top heavy. I don't know. But ASTS might be worth taking a peek at also. Whether any of these move tomorrow remains to be seen. But these are the ones that I'm watching. Market's always changing. Stories always changing. Narratives are always changing. We'll find out soon enough whether Microsoft's latest AI push is one of those changing moments. Again, this is not financial advice. Do your own research, just like I do mine. If you enjoyed this content, again, help me help you. Help me help you, right? Please click like, but subscribe. That's the big one. That's the big one. Comments are great too, but subscribe. You just join the team. You got to just be part of it. That's all I'm saying, okay? And again, I never thought I'd be that guy saying that, but here we are, right? So help me help you. And then we'll show each other the money, right? So happy hunting tomorrow. Let me know how you do down in the comments. And I don't know. I think tomorrow maybe end up being a pretty much green day. Green day, and we like green days, don't we? We love green days. Thanks a lot, and happy Sunday evening, and I'll see you good people next time.